It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Join us all winter long as we feature live San Juan and Monticello basketball. Now, without further delay, we send you courtside for tonight's action. Welcome to High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
High School as we welcome you in for High School Hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. A little bit of a hijacking here as we interrupt the Monticello girls game going on right now. Pretty sizable win for Whitehorse and Montezuma Creek. They are, of course, going to continue down there tonight with David Boyle on the call as the Monticello boys take on the Whitehorse boys. So be sure to stay on StreamUtah.Live. You'll see that one. We've got our game as well on StreamUtah.Live as the San Juan boys get set to take on the South Sevier Rams here in a 2A Region 18 showdown tonight in Monroe. And this should be a really fun one as we've got you on the radio and on the video tonight. And just taking a look at these two teams as we come in. South Sevier number 6 in the 2A ranks. San Juan number 10 in the rankings. And it was a matchup earlier this season in Blanding when these two teams met. And a win for the San Juan Broncos, 70-62 was the final. That was a game San Juan fell behind early and then rallied and had a really good last 3 quarters and came on to win that game by 8. And actually had some JV guys, some underclassmen playing in that game in the 4th quarter to close that out. So we'll see. It's a different animal when you switch gyms, and you're over here now on South Sevier's home court, and we'll see what can happen. We got ourselves a really close JV game as well. Down to the last 10 seconds here, and just a 2-point separation right now. South Sevier with a 59-57 win here in the JV squad. And so we'll see how this one finishes in just a moment. And then, of course, we'll be warming up and getting set for the varsity match here tonight. And so we're glad you've joined us tonight for High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. It's Rhett Sifford here. Cortland Lyman's going to be providing a little color for us, and Caleb Carr also with us here for StreamUtah.Live, running all the video for us and making it happen tonight. So it should be a fun one here this evening in Monroe, taking a look at what these players did in the first meeting between these two teams. Raiden Barney, what can you say about him? The junior is by far their leading scorer and scored 29 on San Juan in that game back in December. That, by the way, was mid-December, December 13th. For that game. And man, Barney is averaging 25 points a game. I mean, that's like basically 3 players in double-digit average. And so he's been pretty impressive, of course. Britton Johnson hit 4 3-point baskets in that game, scored 14. Cole Duke for San Juan also had 4 3-pointers in that game. A lot of threes were being thrown around in that game. And we'll talk with South Sevier head coach Carson Christensen, and he talked about that a little bit and how his team needs to try to shut that down this time. But looks like the JV home team is going to pull out the win here tonight. San Juan scoring right at the buzzer to make it 61-59. What a JV game as it comes to a conclusion barely in regulation. And a 2-point win for South Sevier. I'm expecting just as good of a game between the varsity teams here tonight as they come out on the floor to warm up. So Cole Duke scored 21 against South Sevier in December. Baylor Nielsen had 14. Jagger Neves 12. Trip Palmer had 12. All those players in double digits for San Juan in what was a good game. The 3-point baskets in that game. We mentioned Cole Duke and Britton Johnson with 4 apiece. Baylor Nielsen had 3 for San Juan. Jagger Neves with 2. Cannon Barney and Raiden Barney had 1 apiece for the Rams. And San Juan out-rebounded South Sevier in that game, 36-28. So that's going to be a big deal tonight. If the Broncos can do that and put all that together, they should be able to stack a couple Region 18 wins together here this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. The Broncos have won 3 of their last 4. Of course, with the 69-52 win against Grand County a couple nights ago. And then going back to last week, the nice win over Beaver, 59-58. That's a big Region 18 win for San Juan. The tough loss to Enterprise. And then going back to the second game of the new year, a 91-63 win over Rockwell. So those have been a pretty good swing here of late for San Juan. We'll see if they can continue building on that. And we do want to chat now. We'll take a look at some stats here for South Sevier, season stats in just a minute. But we did get a chance to talk with Carson Christensen, their seventh-year head coach. I mean, he's pretty impressive. He's got a 102-63 record with the South Sevier Rams now in his seventh year. Like I said, here's what he has to say as his team gets set to host the San Juan Broncos here tonight.
Coach, thanks for visiting with us again. I regretted I didn't get a chance to talk with you when we were in Blanding, and that was a fun game throughout. Battle. You know, these are two teams that are kind of scratching and clawing this year, you and San Juan.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we look at San Juan, senior heavy a little bit, but really athletic kids. And, you know, if they're shooting well, they're a tough team. They move the ball well. They played a lot of years together, so it's a good team. And, you know, we got to be ready for a good battle tonight.
Well, I know this is not your first rodeo, obviously. Congratulations on your 100th win not too long ago. I don't know if you pay attention to that at all.
No, the boys brought up in the locker room the other day, like, hey, Coach, you had your 100 win. I was like, oh, cool, let's keep winning then.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But, no, I guess, is that a milestone? I'm not sure.
I think so, yeah.
But, no, maybe I've been doing it too long. I don't know, but it's fun.
I think what it shows that you built a good program and success, you know, and consistency as well.
Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, I played here and that's how it was, and Coach Rhett before me, same thing, and, you know, I played for Rhett, and that's our plan is, you know, just keep that tradition alive and keep having great teams, but mostly just bringing up great young men. That's the whole point of this whole coaching business.
Tell me about this team you have this year. What are the main strengths for you guys?
These boys play well together. That's what's fun. You know, last year we were senior heavy, and those are great boys, but the ball moves around with these boys. They look for each other. Obviously, you know, Raiden, it's no secret, he's a focal point, right? But he's so good because he's willing to find other players. You know, Crew Red, he's willing to find others. And I think, you know, Ken and Barney, same thing. They all just play their roles really well, and it's awesome. And, you know, I feel like we're kind of playing a little better basketball at this moment. So hopefully, you know, the whole goal is play the best at the end. So hopefully that's where we get.
Well, always fun to be back on your home gym when you take on these guys. Fun to play in front of your home crowd. What do you want the boys to do here tonight? What do you have to do to win?
You know, we got to slow down the shooters. Last time we played down in Blanding, you know, threes were going up everywhere. We got to get those to stop. You know, we got to put hands up on shooters, make them difficult, not have wide open shots, and we got to finish with rebounds. We got to keep Palmer, McNaughton, both Palmers off the boards, and take care of our stuff on the offensive end. You know, not rush anything. You know, get our good looks and hit open shots.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck. Have fun, man.
Okay, thanks, guys.
And a big thanks to Coach Christensen for visiting with us as the South Sevier Rams band here is rocking it out in front of us. We're kind of right behind the band. So and I heard these guys practicing on my way in. I wanted to stick my head in the band room, man. They were rocking out in there. So they've got the good band here at South Sevier. And I know whenever they've had games and I've been in attendance at a 1A, 2A preview or something like that in years past, South Sevier would be in the Sevier Valley Center, and they'd bring the whole band in there and rock out the Sevier Valley Center too. So it's always been fun with this band, and I'm guessing they'll probably give us a good national anthem tonight as well. So
yeah, this might be quite the environment for us. We've got the band right underneath us and the student section, so this might turn into kind of a wild night.
We may get stuff thrown on us at the student sections in front of us. Yeah, that's exciting. Hey, it's good. We got a lot of stuff blocking us, so we should be all right up here. Yeah, I want to talk about some of these players, and you heard Coach Christensen mention his top three. Raiden Barney, of course. I don't know what else you can say with a 25-point average per game. He's also lead the team in rebounding with 132. He's also, guess what? It's just like Coach Christensen said, he shares the ball as well. He's got 47 assists. That also leads the team. The only thing he doesn't lead the team in is steals, but he's right up there. He's in he's in third with 20 steals. And that's if the stats on the Deseret News website are correct. Sometimes you got to take those with a grain of salt. But Crew Red in second with 180 points on the season, so he's averaging 11 and a quarter. He's got 15 three-pointers. That's second on the team. Britton Johnson leads in that department with 21. That kind of gets the cat out of the bag there. 52 rebounds for Crew Red on the season, 37 assists, and he does lead the team in 29 steals. Cannon Barney, the third leading scorer with an average of almost 9 points a game. That's 143 total. He's also got 87 rebounds. That's second to Raiden Barney. This band is now playing Nirvana in here, man. I tell you what, these kids are going back to my high school days in here and making it sound good.
Yeah, whoever their band director is, man, props to him. They're playing some good stuff down here, and they are good.
All right, so that's kind of a quick look at the South Sevier Rams as they get set to host the San Juan Broncos here tonight. South Sevier is going to be wearing home white tonight. The Broncos going with their third, I guess it's normally called a color rush jersey, but in this case it's black. And so it's going to be an interesting dichotomy here tonight. Once they crank it up and we get going in here, the team's warming up right now. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we will talk briefly about the San Juan Broncos as we get set to go here tonight. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Ready to own a home in Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, crafts personalized loans with top rates and expert support. Buying, refinancing, or building your dream home? We've got you covered. Sit with Britt and begin your home ownership adventure. Visit our local pros for all your mortgage lending needs. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
Planning a weekend project? Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Coach, thanks for visiting with us again. I regret I didn't get a chance to talk with you when we were in Blanding, and that was a fun game.
Welcome back to High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. And, man, we came back with the coach and the open and everything there. That was exciting. I thought we'd figured that out, but I guess we had not. So you never know sometimes, but we're going to talk about the San Juan Broncos as we get set to go tonight. And, again, team that beat South Sevier a few weeks ago before the Christmas break, 70-62, but that was in Blanding, and San Juan's been kind of trying to find their footing, been trying to find exactly who they are, trying to put together complete four-quarter efforts at all times, and they're still growing, still stretching, and still getting there, and I think lately have been getting some momentum and have had some good games. And then at times some things that Coach Easton Nielsen likes and things that he knows they need to work on, and we did get a chance to chat with him just a few minutes ago, and here's what he has to say as his team gets set to go tonight against South Sevier.
Coach, thanks again for chatting with us. This is a fun trip, just kind of a real quick up and back today, and a team that you beat earlier at your place, but it's always different when you're on their home court.
I mean, this is a good team we're playing tonight for sure. I mean, Raiden Barney, kid's played a lot of basketball in his life. It's pretty much all he does. I mean, played a ton of ball with a lot of different teams, AAU guys, a lot of skill there for sure. Yeah, we liked our game plan the first time. We're going to do some similar things. We have a couple wrinkles that are going to come out tonight, but it's going to be about what we talked about Tuesday. You know, control the board, start there, get out in transition and take care of the ball, and let that take us to where our shots go in. You know, I mean, we got to do that for 32 minutes, and we'll have a great shot to win tonight.
Tell me your feelings at this point of the season. What have been the things you've been most excited about lately?
Oh, most excited about, I still see so much potential for the direction we're going, you know. These guys, their attitudes have been pretty good this year. They still feel really optimistic about what the end of the year could hold, and I'm very excited about that. And, I mean, you take a game like Tuesday night, and, you know, there was parts of that game that were not ideal, but it's also hard not to look at that game and get excited because, you know, you score 72 points with two of your primary shooters not having their best night. Says a lot about where we could be when we get everybody firing at their best, you know, and that's a pretty exciting thought to keep in mind is what the potential of this team still is and the idea that we're getting closer and closer to it, I think.
Win or loss here tonight, what do you want to see your boys accomplish out there?
Play hard for 32 minutes, again, especially in the conversation of rebounds. I want to be aggressive within our defense, make sure we're in attack mode and we're not just reacting to whatever offense they do. Those are the two primary things, attack on defense, rebound the ball. Those are things we can control. Those are things we ought to control, and we're going to have to tonight.
Awesome, Coach. Have fun. That is what it's about. Have a good one out there. Good luck.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
And a big thanks to Coach Easton Nielsen for chatting with us tonight as we get set to go and just taking a look at his team. And you heard him mention, of course, just kind of highlighting the rebounding, and that's going to be a key tonight. The Broncos have been doing pretty well in that department of late against their opponents. I don't have any update for what we had the other night for stats, but just kind of taking a look at the averages. Trip Palmer continues to lead the way, averaging over 16 points a game. Jagger Neves over 13. Cole Duke right around 12 points a game. Baylor Nielsen up above 8 a game, and George McNaughton about 5 per game. So those are the top 5, and it's been a team effort for San Juan of late. They're going to have that here tonight, and sometimes you don't know exactly what you're going to get with this team. We've heard Coach Nielsen talk about that a few times this year, but if they play up to their capability tonight, I think they can get out of here with a Region 18 win. It'll depend on how it goes. It's obviously going to be tough. The crowd likes it here. You know that these boys don't forget that they were embarrassed a little bit on their home football field, not too far away from here, just outside this building. And so, you know, in front of their home crowd tonight, they'd like to return the favor and do some little bit of embarrassing themselves of the San Juan Broncos here. So it means a lot, obviously, to this South Sevier team. It means a lot to San Juan. It should be a fun one tonight in a Region 18 battle as we get set to go with the San Juan Broncos and the South Sevier Rams here in just a little bit. So we got just a little bit under 6 minutes of warm-up. We're going to take another break. We'll return and highlight some of the other events that are going on around the Red Rock 92 listening area, around the Four Corners area, all the schools that we pay attention to in our wonderful area of the country. Stick with us. Here from South Sevier High School in Monroe, it is getting set to tip high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
Canyonlands Tire and Blanding offers top quality tires, auto repairs, and fast service. Stop by for all your tire needs. Your local tire experts at Canyonlands Tire.
At Red Mechanical, we believe strong communities start with strong support, and that includes cheering on our local high school athletes. We've proudly served the Four Corners with dependable HVAC and plumbing solutions, keeping homes and businesses comfortable season after season. From the field to your front door, we're here for you. Red Mechanical, proud supporters of high school sports and our local communities.
Hello, my name is David Palmer, and I am the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Blanding. Hi, my name is Sylvia Stubbs. As a recently elected San Juan County Commissioner,
we are so excited to collaborate with SJC PAC, Coalition, and San Juan Counseling to bring parents-empowered messaging to our beautiful Wellness Center pool area.
Parents Empowered is a Utah campaign designed to help parents understand the power they have in reducing the risk of underage drinking.
Survey data tells us that youth perception of risk in San Juan County in all grades went from 83.6% in 2019 to 68.3% in 2021. This means our kids don't understand the damage that alcohol and other drugs can cause on their developing brains.
Did you know that Utah teens reported that parental disapproval is the #1 reason they choose not to drink?
Never assume your children know what your rules, expectations, and attitudes are. Write them down and discuss them with your kids so they understand the reasons behind them.
Bonding is essential to preventing underage drinking. Children are less likely to drink when the parents are involved in their lives and when children and the parents feel close to one another.
Together, we can help build a stronger San Juan County.
Let's do this!
San Juan Building Supply in Blanding has lumber, tools, and building materials for any project. Enjoy quality products and expert advice. Call 435-678-2000 or come in and see us at 1050 South Main Street.
Red Sands Geomatics delivers professional land surveying and mapping services, accurate, responsive, and fairly priced. Now serving the Four Corners area. Call or text Tyler at 435-459-2215 or visit redsandsgeomatics.com for a free quote.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers adults with technical, business, and college skills to join the workforce. Earn a high school diploma or GED. Visit a USU Learning Center or email gina.grover@sjsd.org to learn more.
Welcome back live, I should say, to South Sevier High School in Monroe, Utah. Side of our high school hoops matchup tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Of course, many of you are aware that I mercilessly interrupted David Boyle in his call of the Monticello girls game, so that is still going on. That's a doubleheader in Montezuma Creek tonight, so the boys will play there tonight as well. At the same time that we've got our game going on over here, the San Juan Broncos are visiting the South Sevier Rams over here. So you've got the Monticello Whitehorse doubleheader going on. Other basketball games around the area. There's some showdowns between local rivals. Mancos girls and boys are hosting Dolores tonight. Montezuma Cortez has that undefeated record on the line against Centauri tonight. That's the boys team. They are 10-0. Montezuma Cortez girls also playing Centauri tonight. That game is underway, I'm assuming. Both Monument Valley teams are at Pinnacle tonight for a Region 19 showdown. And that's all the games on the basketball court tonight. We do have 4 wrestling tournaments. Grand County at the Cedar Invitational and Cedar, that's the swimming team. And it looks like we're going to get cut short. They are going to do the national anthem here, and it will be the South Sevier band featured here. So we will turn it up and let you hear it. Yeah. Sitting right behind that. That was fun. The national anthem tonight here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Now we're going to get the call of the starters. Again, South Sevier wearing home white, San Juan in road black, their third jerseys. And let's turn it up to the PA, see if you can hear the introductions over the air.
Wearing number 2, Jagger Neves. Wearing number 3, Baylor Nilsson. Wearing number 31, Cole Duke. And wearing number 55, Trip Palmer. Head coach of the Broncos is Easton Nilsson. His assistants, Nate Ederson, Ryan Imlay, DJ Grover, and Jacob Mika. And now, how about the starting lineup for your South Sevier Rams? Wearing number 0, junior Crew Red. A junior wearing number 2, Britton Johnson. A senior wearing number 4, Cannon Barney. The man in the middle, wearing number 14, a junior, Reagan Barney. And wearing number 22, a junior, Cannon Hesse.
Well, I think at some point it just became so raucous you couldn't understand the guy. I couldn't even understand him when I'm sitting here. But we'll get those starters for you by name here in just a minute. I'll get my iPad ready to go, and we will call them by name. Give me just a second. As one of my boys' favorite song plays now, Serious by the Alan Parsons Project, famous back in the 80s for the Chicago Bulls, of course. It's Crew Red, Britton Johnson, Cannon Barney, Raiden Barney, and Cannon Hesse for South Sevier, and they win the opening tip. George McNaughton, Jagger Neves, Baylor Nielsen, Cole Duke, and Trip Palmer for San Juan, and we are underway with the Rams possessing to start us. And here's a drive to the right side down into the corner. Now a double team. Broncos tip the ball away, and it looks like they're going to get the steal. I thought San Juan touched it, but they will earn the steal here. And the first turnover goes against South Sevier. The Broncos have a chance to open the scoring. Jagger Neves will walk it up. They got the ball away from Crew Red. Baylor Nielsen on the left wing now. They swing it around the perimeter. Very active student section here at South Sevier. Always a fun atmosphere in this gym. As they'll work it inside to George McNaughton. Back out. First shot comes from Jagger Neves. It's no good from three-point range. Rebounded by South Sevier. And the Rams tried to get it down there quickly with a touchdown pass. They were unable to spring Britton Johnson, but Raiden Barney gets the ball, and you know when he gets the ball, fireworks are about to explode, and he does score the opening bucket.
On that last possession for the Broncos, they gave it to George McNaughton, and he did a little spin, and I think he saw Barney right in front of him and thought, I'm not going to drive against this guy.
Right. Cole Duke misses a three, and it's rebounded by South Sevier. And Raiden Barney goes to the hole. He's fouled. San Juan got a block, but illegally, Trip Palmer registers the first foul of the game. No, and it looks like they gave it to George McNaughton. So the foul to McNaughton, Raiden Barney at the line, and he obviously makes no mistake. He hits the first of the two. This kid averaging 25 points per game, Raiden Barney. Broncos have got to find a way to shut him down tonight. Barney's second shot, nothing but net. That's no surprise, as the junior, he is just a junior, has all four of the points for South Sevier. They lead 4-0 as we are a minute 30 in, or almost a minute 30 into this one. San Juan with their second possession, actually their third possession now. Trip Palmer thought about the three. Somebody went absolutely sailing past him. That was Britton Johnson, and then Palmer had all day. He just pulled up and shot the three, and he hit it. So San Juan pulls it within one, 4-3. 6:10 to go in the opening quarter. South Sevier with the basketball, and they throw it away. cross-court pass from Cannon Hesse, way over the head of Crew Red and out of bounds on the near side. It'll be San Juan basketball. Another turnover for South Sevier. That's their second in this game, and that one unforced. So San Juan a chance to take their first lead of the game here. Very early on. Just over 2 minutes in, it's a 4-3 lead for South Sevier. San Juan has the basketball, though, and George McNaughton will draw the first Ram foul of the night. To be on the floor, Cannon Barney, the guilty party. San Juan will inbound from the baseline with a new shot clock. Jagger Neves bounces it into Trip Palmer. He spins and goes high off the glass. It falls. And Palmer has all 5 of San Juan's points, and they lead 5-4. So right now, Trip Palmer leads Raiden Barney 5-4. But South Sevier will answer as Cannon Hesse hits a 3. And so South Sevier retakes the lead, 7-5. San Juan with it in the offensive end. And a whistle, they're going to call Jagger Neves for a travel here. And that's San Juan's first turnover of the game. So South Sevier will walk it across very slowly. Crew Red, he'll lob it to the left side to Hesse. Down into the corner they go. Back up top for Hesse. To the top of the key, Raiden Barney. Goes to work around George McNaughton. Bodies himself in there. Lobs it up and in. Raiden Barney has 6. South Sevier leads San Juan 9-5. Trip Palmer out at the top of the key for the Broncos. Hands off to Baylor Nielsen. Now right side for Neves. He calls for a pick. Trip Palmer's not able to help him. Neves will go up top to Nielsen again. Now George McNaughton in traffic goes to the hole. Can't score. Trip Palmer can't get the tap back. And on the rebound, George McNaughton's foot was on the line, they say. And so it'll be South Sevier basketball. But a rebound offensively there for San Juan until they were unable to save it from going out of bounds. And it remains 9-5. South Sevier leads by 4 with 4.5 to go in the first quarter.
Looking back at Coach Easton's pregame interview, he talked about how important rebounds are going to be in this game. On that last drive, I mean, Broncos stayed there, 3 or 4 different rebounds. So I'm glad to see that effort with the Broncos staying with it and getting those rebounds.
Absolutely. They're going to battle Raiden Barney for one here. The ball's going to go out of bounds in favor of South Sevier. Man, he is tall. They don't have heights listed for these players, but he is taller than Trip Palmer by a good, I'm going to say he's maybe 3-4 inches taller. And so he's near 7 feet tall, and they're going to inbound to Cannon Hesse, who will score immediately here. So Raiden Barney was unable to do it, but South Sevier got what ultimately ended up being an offensive rebound when the ball was knocked out of bounds. They get the second chance, and Hesse makes San Juan pay. The Broncos now trail by 6. Cole Duke baseline drive. His bounce pass underneath was kicked out of bounds by Raiden Barney. So San Juan will reset on the baseline with 20 on the shot clock.
It looks like Cash Palmer just checked in for George McNaughton, it looks like. So we'll see if Cash can get in there with that body and kind of push Barney around a little. Maybe be that wall that he's been for us lately.
Little bulldozer action in there maybe. He definitely doesn't have him height-wise, but he's got that solid body. So San Juan right now down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Trip Palmer to Cole Duke. You can see South Sevier is eliminating the three-point try. Jagger Neves with a beautiful alley-oop pass. Trip Palmer can't tip it in, though, and it's rebounded by South Sevier. And the Rams out-rebounding San Juan 5-1 here in the early stages. As Britton Johnson has it, now down into the corner. They'll go to Raiden Barney, and Cash Palmer, they say, pushes him. So that will be Cash's first foul of the night. And 2 fouls for San Juan in the quarter, 1 for South Sevier. Jagger Neves tries to strip it away from Barney. Now they fight for it on the floor. They let him play. South Sevier has the basketball, and it's a cross-court pass to Crew Red. He'll put up the 3 and drain it. 14-5 lead for South Sevier. And San Juan's going to need to call a timeout here with 2:55 to go in the opening quarter, down by 9. It's very similar to their first meeting back on December 13th when the Broncos fell behind but had an outstanding second quarter to rally back in that one and eventually dominated down the home stretch. We'll see how it goes here. They're down by 9 early. We'll take a real quick break and return. It's High School Hoops from Monroe on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Utah Navajo Health System is a series of community health centers providing medical, dental, and behavioral health care to Utah Navajo. With operations in Blanding, Montezuma Creek, Monument Valley, Navajo Mountain, and Monticello, UNHS offers a remarkable variety of services to our patients throughout San Juan County and the northern portion of Navajo Nation.
Welcome back live to South Sevier High School in Monroe, Utah. We're back underway following the San Juan timeout. Broncos trail by 9. Jagger Neves can't score, but Cash Palmer is able to follow it up and score for San Juan. And so Neves missed, but a nice offensive rebound for San Juan. Gave themselves a second chance opportunity. And now Raiden Barney has it stripped away, but it went right to Hesse. On to Crew Red on the left wing. He thought about the three. Didn't rise up. Now he'll try to go around Jagger Neves. Neves pops the ball away from him from behind, but fouls him in the process. And so that will be the first personal foul on Jagger Neves. And for San Juan, their third in the first quarter. 2:12 to go in the frame. As South Sevier inbounds to Raiden Barney, he goes hard to the hole, and no one can really stop him when he desires to get in there. He lays it up and in easily. He has 8, and South Sevier stretches the lead to 9 points again. It's 16-7. Right side, here's a three on the way from Baylor. Nielsen bounces off. Rebounded by South Sevier, and they're out rebounding San Juan 6-2 now.
Trip Palmer starting to look comfortable from that three-point line. He didn't take that shot on that one, but he thought about it for a second.
Yep. Down into the corner, South Sevier with possession. Down to 90 seconds to go. Here's a Raiden Barney three. No, and San Juan will get that rebound. Speaking of Trip Palmer. He'll hand off to Neves. Neves drives across the top of the key with a pick from Palmer. And now gets the ball back at the top of the key again. Drives left on the dribble. Bounces it down low for Duke. Gets it back immediately. Nobody fooled on the South Sevier D. Not a whole lot of room over here for Jagger Neves. Now they body Cash Palmer. No foul. The ball's knocked out of bounds by Cannon Barney. And so San Juan will reset on the baseline. Minute 2 to go in the opening quarter here tonight in South Sevier. 16-7 in favor of the Rams right now. San Juan with the basketball, though. Cole Duke hands off to Jagger Neves. A three on the way, misses everything. Trip Palmer right there for the putback, though, and he scores. And so San Juan makes it 16-9. Back to within 7 points. But Raiden Barney gets it. Look at Cash Palmer stepped in his way, but he spun right around him, went to the bucket and scored again.
Yeah, he's not afraid to go against Barney there, and I like that. I think that's exactly what we need him to be. Is not afraid and just use that body.
I think the only way you can stop Raiden Barney is to chain him to the floor. That's what it seems like to me right now. He sure can make a hole where there isn't one. Jagger Neves spun his way inside the arc and missed a 8-foot jumper, rebounded by South Sevier. Now running down in, losing the handle, and kicking it out of bounds is Crew Red. He had a little help doing that from Jagger Neves. I was surprised Neves didn't get called for a foul there, but they let him play. So San Juan will take the turnover. And that's the third turnover on South Sevier. Now San Juan turns it over, and a three at the buzzer misses everything from Cannon Barney, but that could have been ugly if the Broncos allowed a three right at the buzzer after turning it over. And so it was a steal by South Sevier there to end 18-9 after one period of play. We will take a quick break and return to South Sevier High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telecom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit emorytelecom.com for details today.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.org and Blanding.
In career and technical education, your classroom is more than a place to learn. It's where your future begins. Here, you'll gain real-world skills and turn your talent into opportunity. Learn the skills, build your dream, and step into your career starting today.
Welcome back live to South Sevier High School in Monroe, Utah. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. As we start the second quarter here, San Juan trailing the Rams 18-9. And it's stolen away by the Rams as we open the quarter. So the third turnover now on San Juan. And South Sevier has it set up in the offensive end, and their all-star Raiden Barney controlling. Goes to the right side now for Cannon Hesse. Now it's stolen by San Juan. And the Broncos running the other way. What? They're going to call a jump ball as Jagger Neves went up for a shot. We rarely see that called when players are in the air, but there it is, and it'll be South Sevier basketball. So in essence, that's a turnover against San Juan. And with 7:20 left in the opening half, Broncos trailing by 9. And now player goes tumbling down. Jagger Neves ran him over. That was a pick they had set up there. So Neves guilty of his second. He'll probably have to come off, and he does. As Baylor Nielsen comes in, Brig Palmer is on now, along with Trip Palmer, Baylor Nielsen, Cole Duke, and George McNaughton. And here's wow, I thought that was a shot. That was an alley-oop inbound pass to Raiden Barney. Just threw it in the air. Barney caught it and laid it up and in. That was from Cannon Barney. Wow, tough to defend that. And it's 20-9, an 11-point lead. South Sevier now steals it away, but the Broncos are going to get it back. Trip Palmer misses a shot under the bucket. And now the ball sails out of bounds in favor of San Juan. Wow, that was a crazy series. And a lot of physicality under the basket there. Now they're going to say it's South Sevier ball, I think.
Well, I think that the ref on the far side there called it South Sevier ball, and the baseline called it San Juan ball. So a little confusion there, but he did call a flop warning as you were talking there.
Oh, okay.
So they gave a flop warning to, I think it was number 4, if I remember right.
Yeah, for South Sevier. I did see a flop in there.
Yeah, he gave him a warning as they were coming to discuss the possession there.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that because there was minimal contact under there. And now the refs are talking something over. I don't know if that's possession or what. And it will be South Sevier basketball with 6:54 to go in the first half. Now we're unsure. We're still talking about it.
And something interesting that I don't often see, the head coaches there at middle court are coming together to talk.
Yeah.
And this, I don't know, this lady ref over here came over and broke it up, saying, hey, you guys can't be talking for whatever reason. But
just expressing their friendship.
Yeah, I would love to know what that conversation was. It
looked very amicable.
Yeah, it looked fine. It looked like just clarification more than anything.
Sometimes coaches can find middle ground when it comes to referees, you know. There's a three, and that's good for Cannon Hesse, as it was the 3 ball for San Juan and Blanding a few weeks ago, but it's the 3 ball right now for South Sevier in this thing early, and they have stretched out a 14-point lead. San Juan desperately trying to answer, but the 3 ball not falling for them. As George McNaughton sailed a putback try wide, but Baylor Nielsen missed the 3 there. And now a 3 is good for South Sevier. Britton Johnson getting in on the party, and it is 26-9 for South Sevier. There was an offensive rebound for San Juan in there, but man, oh man, let's take a look. I don't know how many threes they've hit tonight, but they are 4 of 6. So 4 3-point baskets here in this first half have really aided them in stretching out what is now a 17-point lead, 26-9. So it has really been mostly South Sevier here in the early stages. The Broncos back on their heels a bit, looking for some answers now with a timeout, 6:09 left in the half. We will keep it here, let you know that high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. Westcott Motors, San Juan County source for quality affordable vehicles, westcott-motors.com. And Bradford Tire, specializing in fast service with fair prices and quality customer care. Big thanks to all the sponsors who make all these broadcasts possible. And out of the timeout, San Juan's going to have to find something special here to close out this first half as they find themselves down by 17. Still pretty early on, but the hole getting deeper by the minute here. As Jagger Neves will walk it across for San Juan. Hands off to Brig Palmer. Now Trip Palmer in the corner had a moment, but picks up the dribble. They'll send it around the perimeter. Long three on the way from Baylor Nielsen. Bounces in, and now the Broncos on the board with a three of their own. It's 26-12. That was a big bucket. South Sevier quickly back in the offensive end. And Raiden Barney bodies George McNaughton. McNaughton giving no ground, but Barney finds Hesse open underneath the basket. He didn't score, but he will draw a foul, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. And that's going to be on Trip Palmer. That'll be his first. But Cannon Hesse at the line for South Sevier, and the Rams have been outstanding from the line so far tonight as Hesse makes the first. We've got an anomaly with the net here they want to fix, I guess. They've got it squared away, and so Hesse set for his second shot. Nothing but net on both of those. So he is the second Ram in double-digit scoring, and it is 28-12 as San Juan gets the basketball back. Jagger Neves to the right side, Baylor Nielsen. Now McNaughton in the middle, back to Baylor Nielsen. A three, no good, rebounded by South Sevier. And the Rams run the floor. Now Hesse pulls back. He's wide open on the wing, misses the three, and the rebound bounces to Jagger Neves. Boy, I don't know how Hesse was so unguarded there. He had all day long to shoot. Looks like there's going to be a South Sevier foul here. The first on Crew Red, apparently. And the second for South Sevier here. Oh, actually, I haven't changed my period, so I'll have to do that. But San Juan now missing a shot, but getting their own rebound, and now Jagger Neves has it on the right side. He bounces to the bucket, misses a shot. So 2 misses there, but an offensive rebound for San Juan. And the Broncos will inbound. Trip Palmer scoring immediately on the shot. And San Juan makes it 28-14. And now San Juan steals the ball, and they'll come back the other way on the run through the middle. Trip Palmer, and he gets the finger roll. So he's into double-digit scoring now with 11. And San Juan back to within 12 at 28-16. Trip Palmer with most of the offense so far for San Juan, obviously. Now Raiden Barney takes matters into his own hands as he spins to the bucket from the baseline and scores for the Rams. Make it 30-16. Jagger Neves with it for San Juan. I tell you, it makes so much of a difference being on your home floor. Jagger Neves left of the paint, spins into the paint. misses the 11-footer. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Hesse, so it'll be San Juan ball. And the Broncos, with 34 on the shot clock, will inbound from the baseline. Jagger Neves finds George McNaughton. He's double teamed, somehow still gets a shot away, but it won't go. Rebounded by Jagger Neves, and he misses a 16-footer. But San Juan gets their own rebound, and now this one's knocked out of bounds once again by Hesse, so the Broncos can reset in the offensive end with 31 on the shot clock. Couple of offensive rebounds there for San Juan. And now the Broncos inbound the ball and have plenty of time here. Trip Palmer goes to the hole. He's stuffed from behind by Raiden Barney, but Barney commits the foul on the play. And so that will send Trip Palmer to the line to shoot two, and the student section specifically did not agree with that call.
But I think Barney just had it in his head, I'm going to swap this no matter what.
Yeah,
I think that was a determined decision while he was going up.
Yeah. And Palmer will hit the first from the line, so that's a big bucket for San Juan. The Broncos have struggled from the line lately, and so that's a big one as Trip Palmer now has 12 on the night. We are going to have a timeout here on the floor with 3:31 to go, so we'll step aside as well and return to South Sevier High School in a moment. 30-17 in favor of South Sevier. San Juan shooting foul shots. When we come back, it's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Desert Rivers Credit Union offers mortgages, low fees, and great rates for all credit scores. Enjoy local service and a nationwide ATM network. Desert Rivers Credit Union, for people, not profit.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back live to South Sevier High School as Trip Palmer scores his second foul shot as well, makes it a 12-point game again, 30-18. As we welcome you back to South Sevier High School, now San Juan trying to steal the ball, and they will finally corral what was a loose ball and force the turnover. And the Broncos will bring it back the other direction. Jagger Neves hands off to Cole Duke. He comes into the middle. I tell you what, these black jerseys, it's hard to see their chest numbers, and now a couple misses here for San Juan, but they get their own rebound again. So 2 rebounds here for the Broncos, and a third try is no good. And I couldn't tell if that was blocked. That was Cole Duke, and now Raiden Barney goes spinning out of bounds like a video game character. It was like somebody hit the circle button and he just went spinning out of bounds just in the air, but he's somewhat shaken up as I think he landed right on his right glute and is rubbing that profusely. I think he'll be all right, though.
Yeah, a little moaning and groaning as he goes to the line here. Certainly don't wish injury on anybody, but that might help the Broncos get back into this.
Yeah,
if he is a little banged up.
Yeah, he's not injured enough to affect him, I don't think, here, and he's makes good on the first of these 2 foul shots. So he's already got 15 points in this first half. We still got 2:50 to go. Ridiculous. Make it 6. Oh, I just gave the basket to the wrong guy. Stand by. Raiden Barney here has 16 now on the night. So that's half of South Sevier's offense. They lead San Juan 32-18. Jagger Neves in the corner. Boy, South Sevier's defense obviously coached to shut down the 3-point shot for San Juan today, but even still, the Broncos are going to break through as Baylor Nielsen hits one. That is Baylor.
No, that's Cole Duke there.
Thank you.
Yep,
Okay.
Cole Duke hit that 3-point.
So the Broncos answer, and now a foul the other direction as players go down under the basket. Are they going to call an offensive charge?
Yep, they got the charge on that. So Jagger Neves there, I believe, took that and was wise enough to plant his feet and just watch him or let him come right into him.
Yeah, and Crew Red shaking his head. He disagrees with the call, but it is his offensive charge. So 3 fouls for both teams here in this quarter. My score by quarters is going to be all jacked up because I did not change to the second period until about midway through this quarter, so I can't base anything off that, but San Juan has trailed from the start in this thing and is trying to stay in it. A shot no good here. I think that was from two-point land from Trip Palmer, rebounded by South Sevier. And the Rams will work it in with 1:50 to go in the first half. Raiden Barney has it, the team's leading scorer. Hands off. Crew Red thought about the three. Now backs up, now drives, pulls up, misses the 9-foot jumper. And it's rebounded by San Juan. Broncos got there's a great effort by Jagger Neves, but San Juan's not able to keep the ball. And the Broncos were fortunate to avoid a foul there. And now San Juan will intercept the ball and steal it again. So both teams stealing the ball here. And now Jagger Neves driving, can't score on a layup. But a three is good for Baylor Nielsen. A big bucket for San Juan, another offensive rebound for the Broncos. And now it's Crew Red with it for South Sevier. San Juan has trimmed the lead to 8, 32-24. What a pass on a give and go from Raiden Barney, but missing what should have been an easy layup is Cannon Barney. And it's rebounded by San Juan. Broncos can continue cutting into this lead, but Cole Duke is unable to miss his shot as he ran out into the middle from the corner. Rebounded by South Sevier, and they'll walk it across with 35 seconds to go in the half. 22 on the shot clock. Crew Red with the basketball, goes inside to Raiden Barney. His shot was either partially blocked or some other way deflected and goes out of bounds. Ultimately, Jagger Neves upsetted himself, thought he should have had that loose ball, but it does go out of bounds in favor of South Sevier.
Well, and I think what happened there is he could have grabbed it, and I think he touched it, but didn't commit to fully grabbing it, so just disappointed at himself for touching that.
And now the ball is loose. Double pump is no good, but Raiden Barney gets it back, and he's fouled as he goes up by hopefully not Jagger Neves. If so, it would be his third.
It will go against Jagger, yeah.
So I'm guessing, well, we'll see. Only 18 seconds to go in the half here, but yeah, Jagger Neves has the most fouls in this game. As it was an offensive rebound by South Sevier that gave them a second chance opportunity, but wow, here's the scoring leader missing a foul shot. Raiden Barney, I know that's rare.
He turned around to talk to his teammates there and give some low fives, and I think he was kind of shocked he missed that as well.
So that helps San Juan. It remains an 8-point game. 18 seconds to go, but he's got one more shot forthcoming. And he makes no mistake on that one. So Raiden Barney, the junior, up to 17 on the night. That leads all scorers. 33-24 is the lead. Shot clock is off, down to 8 seconds to go for San Juan. Trip Palmer at the free throw line, didn't see the South Sevier player there. It's stolen. And so the Broncos turn it over. Here's a three on the way at the buzzer from Hesse, no good. And that's the way San Juan wanted to end the half, but it was not to be. They had the ball stolen away. Cannon Hesse misses at the end of the first half, and the Broncos have got to go to the locker room, make some adjustments, and figure it out here in the second half. They trail by 9 points at the break. 33-24 is the lead for South Sevier. We'll take a break and discuss some first half stats when we come back. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 43558733838.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community. 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Oh, yeah, I got it. How to nourish plant. How to rescue plant. How to... Where to buy new plant.
Diamond Propane in Blanding, Utah is the only locally owned and operated propane dealer in San Juan County. Call Chas Jacobson today at 435-678-2010 to fill your tank. Diamond Propane is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Ready to own a home across Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, delivers custom loans, great rates, and friendly advice. Sit with Britt and begin your journey today. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
Welcome back to South Sevier High School in Monroe, Utah, where for those of you watching in picture-in-picture at StreamUtah.Live, you got to see Josh Nielsen, San Juan's own Josh Nielsen. They did make him put on a South Sevier shirt, but he was shooting the half-court contest here at South Sevier. Man, he had to make a layup, had to make a foul shot, had to make a three-point shot, right?
Yep.
And then a half-court attempt. He had two attempts with time running out and narrowly missed, winning. I think it would have been a $1,000 prize here tonight. So that was pretty fun. Josh Nielsen from Blanding giving us some good entertainment here tonight. The crowd was into it. It was fun. We were thinking that maybe that needs to happen in Blanding during half times as well. We just have to find a donor, a sponsor who'd be willing to part with $1,000 whenever the shot's made. So,
well, and I wonder if there's a discussion there to Josh say, hey, if you're going to hit this and get $1,000, we need you to be in a South Sevier shirt.
That's right. That's right. That's fun. Well, it is halftime here. San Juan boys visiting the South Sevier boys tonight. The girls are going to play tomorrow, but we are committed to doing the girls' games when they're in the same place on the same night, but that's not going to be the case this weekend. So the girls are going to have their games tomorrow. We're not going to stay the night to do that, but you might be able to see that on Team Hive if you're interested in checking that out tomorrow. Of course, you've got the Monticello and Whitehorse doubleheader going on tonight, Region 19 doubleheader in Montezuma Creek, and so that one's still underway right now on StreamUtah.Live as well with the boys' teams. But here, South Sevier leads San Juan 33-24. And we will take a look at the, the halftime stats. And again, my score by quarters is messed up, so I unfortunately am unable to trust the first and second quarters. But suffice it to say, South Sevier outscoring San Juan in both quarters. And so they have held sway since the beginning of this game, and the Broncos kind of clawing and digging and keeping themselves in it and are at least within 9 at the break. So they still have a ways to go, still in a little bit of a hole. But the Broncos can do some battle if they make some adjustments at halftime here. Taking a look at the shooting stats, and the Broncos struggling from the floor in that first half, not surprisingly, shooting just 27%, where South Sevier is shooting 55%. So the Broncos losing handily in that department, unfortunately. And let's see, from inside the arc, South Sevier ahead in that department, 58% to 22. From three-point range, the Broncos shooting 40%. Both teams have made 4 3-point shots, so That is even, but the Broncos took 2 more attempts. So they're at 40%. South Sevier at 50%, 4 of 8. And then from the free throw line, San Juan only 2 shots, and Trip Palmer made both of those. For South Sevier, they've been to the line 4 times and are 7 of 8. Rebounds are even. San Juan out-rebounding South Sevier by 1, 15-4, but the big disparity is that the Broncos have 10 offensive rebounds. South Sevier just 1. But South Sevier, I think that kind of is a testament to their stronger shooting. They haven't needed to get their own rebounds to score. They've been hitting their first shots. Turnovers, South Sevier with 8, San Juan with 5 in the first half. No block shots for either team. There were some blocks, but they weren't legal. They were fouls. And then I've got 5 steals for San Juan and 4 for South Sevier in the first half. Not surprisingly, Raiden Barney's leading all scorers with 17 points. Cannon Hesse has 10. And then it's a 3-point night so far for Britton Johnson. 3 for Crew Red, both of those 3-point shots. The other 2 3-pointers from Cannon Hesse. For San Juan, it's Trip Palmer leading the way so far with 13 points in the first half. Baylor Nielsen has 6. 2 3-point baskets for him. Cole Duke has a 3-point night going. That's a 3-pointer. Cash Palmer has 2 for San Juan. The other 3-point basket was Trip Palmer's. And so San Juan trails at 33-24 at the halftime break. We'll take a quick break ourselves and return for the start of the third quarter as the team's back out warming up. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops live from South Sevier High School in Monroe on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Planning a weekend project? Red Zay's Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
At Energy
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup.
Canyonlands Tire and Blanding offers top quality tires, auto repairs, and fast service. Stop by for all your tire needs. Your local tire experts at Canyonlands Tire.
Welcome back to South Sevier High School in Monroe. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. As we begin the second half, and the South Sevier Rams lead the San Juan Broncos 33-24. Some quick passing. Springs Jagger-Nees for a shot, but he misses the first three-point attempt of the half, and answering immediately is Britton Johnson, as he was very quickly off the hop down the floor. And now trying to answer is San Juan, and Trip Palmer scores for the Broncos. So it remains a 9-point game, 35-26, as we officially open up the second half and the teams trade buckets. Trip Palmer has 15 of San Juan's 26 points. There's a shot no good from Cannon Barney, but rebounded. It was rebounded by South Sevier, but it was a foul during the rebound. And that'll be on Cannon Hesse. That is his first. That's our first foul of the third quarter. And the Broncos will control. Oh, some nice quick passing, and Trip Palmer unguarded right up the middle for the dunk. That was the classic two-hand throw down there. Nobody on Trip Palmer. I don't know how he got that open. And the Broncos spotted him for the pass. You can bet that if Barney gets an opportunity, he might try to pay back the favor for San Juan, as Hesse misses a three, rebounded by the Broncos, and San Juan could make this a 5-point game. They trail by 7, 35-28. Neves on the wing will go cross court to Nielsen. Bounce it in, and now back out for Trip Palmer. Right side for Neves. Kicks left for Baylor Nielsen. Missed the three. And the rebound to South Sevier. So the Broncos miss an opportunity to pull a little closer right there. And now Crew Red picks up the dribble, hands off to Cannon Hesse, right wing. He'll hand to Barney and get it right back on the run. He cut to the basket but missed the layup. And he was mad at himself. San Juan pulls down the rebound, comes back the other way, and Cole Duke misses a short jumper from the right side. And rebounded by South Sevier. Three is on the way, no good from Britton Johnson, but they got their own rebound. And the Rams have a second chance here. Raiden Barney gets a pass. He's right of the bucket, and he runs into George McNaughton, who will be called for the foul. And so McNaughton, they say that's his third. I must have missed his second. I only had him for one. So that's two players now for San Juan with 3 fouls. Jagger Neves also has 3, and it's always a bad decision to put Raiden Barney at the free throw line. He makes the first of the 2 here. He's the last guy you want really pretty much shooting from anywhere out here, I think. And so if you can prevent that, it's a really great defensive plan to prevent Raiden Barney from shooting.
And that's a tough spot to be in if you're George McNaughton. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going against him, and
Yeah.
he's going to drive against you and either get the layup, the 2-point bucket, or you can, get physical with him and try to shut him down but draw the foul. So that's kind of a lose-lose situation for George McNaughton or anybody guarding him.
I mean, all he's got to do is lean in. He could be outside the paint, and all he has to do is lean on you, and he's going to be right into the basket.
Yeah.
So he makes both of these, and so that stretches it back out to a 9-point game. Now Trip Palmer missing on the baseline drive. Missed a putback try as well. And a missed opportunity there for San Juan. As South Sevier will come the other way. Raiden Barney gets a pass just outside the paint. Spins away from Trip Palmer and hits a shot off the glass. That was a beauty. Raiden Barney up to 21 points on the night now, and it's 39-28. We get a foul on the floor under the basket here as San Juan was shooting. So the shot won't count. That's going to be on Raiden Barney, I believe.
Looks like they gave it to number 4.
Excuse me.
Also a Barney, but
yeah, that's what I
not
heard Barney.
Raiden.
And I was hopeful. But Cannon Barney, the senior, is the guilty party. Jagger Neves is shooting, so it must have been while Jagger was going up with a putback try under there. I must have missed that.
Yeah, Jagger was driving in there and got the block from Cannon Barney there.
Okay. Well, he misses the second, but he made the first. It's rebounded by South Sevier. And Raiden Barney will walk it across for the Rams and hand off to Crew Red. Barney gets it back. He's on the left wing. Little stutter step. Goes around Trip Palmer, then spins away from him. And he finds a somewhat open Cannon Hesse under the basket and in traffic. Hesse spins out from under the bucket and lays it in. Now the Broncos go to the hole but can't score. Rebounded by South Sevier, and it's starting to open up. And there's the two-handed jam from Raiden Barney. And he hangs on the rim a smidge there for a little bit of show as he answers Trip Palmer's dunk. You knew it was coming. And More importantly, South Sevier has started to stretch the lead again. It's back up to 14, 43-29. Yeah, you knew when Raiden Barney got open, he was going to dunk it since Trip Palmer did. There was no way that was going to go uncontested the rest of the night.
Yeah, and Coach Christensen talked about that in his pregame interview. You know, these kids, they like to pass the ball. They look for each other, and they did on that one. They went 1, 2, 3, right to Raiden Barney, found him open, and got the two-hand dunk there.
Yeah, the passing for South Sevier is really crisp in this game for sure. And I have a hard time remembering back to what it was in Blanding. Obviously, they didn't have their best game of the season. I can't remember. I don't think Raiden Barney played in that game, was the story. And I can confirm that. I think they were missing. No, he did. I'm sorry. Yeah, he scored 29 points in the game. So he did play, obviously, and I said that even in the pregame. But, man, I tell you, 29 points in that game, and he's obviously on pace for that again here tonight. He's got 23. So you know he's going to get his points. And it's basically what the Broncos can do with the rest of the team. It's really tough to contain Raiden Barney, I tell you. But San Juan's just got to get back to their game. I think right there just a little bit of panic as they started to fall behind and throwing up some shots, not getting the best of opportunities and rushing things a little bit. And now George McNaughton misses. He's fouled as he goes up for a put. Or that's
Bo Yeomans.
Excuse me. Yep.
Yeah, he's Bo Yeomans. That's a challenging Raiden Barney there under the hoop.
Awesome. So I saw a 0. It's really tough to see these black jersey numbers for me for whatever reason.
Yeah, and when they all have that shaggy blonde hair as well,
yeah.
they look very similar out here.
Yeah. Well, Bo Yeomans gets a shooting opportunity here as he draws the foul. And it is the second on Raiden Barney, this time for real. Yeomans makes the first. So he'll have one more shot here. He's on the board right after getting on the floor and drains both the foul shots. So sometimes you need some fresh blood off the bench to give yourself that spark. And right now it's Bo Yeomans, San Juan's hoping. They've got him on Raiden Barney. He wanted an opportunity on the big kid. And now Yeomans sticks the hands out. He'll be called for the foul on the floor. And he looked around like Scooby-Doo as if to say, woo.
Yeah, that might be a little coaching decision there to say, hey, we need to shut this guy down. Let's put in some of these younger classmen that can play, be physical.
Yeah.
Maybe draw some fouls.
Maybe let's bring some fresh blood off the bench. And guys, stick your legs out and just trip him, you know. When you get 5 fouls, come off, and we'll send the next guy on.
Yeah, see if you can go and battle with this giant down there.
And it looks like we get another foul here, the third, or actually is this going to be the first on Baylor Nielsen, it looks like. And shooting is South Sevier's Cannon Barney, but he misses the front end.
So are there 2 cannons for South Sevier? Is there Cannon Barney and Cannon
Yep, that's right. Yeah, you got 2 cannons. You got 2 Barneys among the starting 5, so it can get confusing for sure. Cannon Barney makes the second of his 2 foul shots, so it's a 13-point game, 44-31. So the Broncos, the clock is starting to knock on the door with 3:30 left in the third quarter now. The Broncos down by 13, and it's stripped away and stolen from Trip Palmer. And South Sevier has just been tenacious all over the place. Very aggressive on the ball, and Crew Red, this time it works out for points for South Sevier as Red scores. Jagger Neves drives through the defense, can't score. There is Bo Yeomans getting the roll on his putback. So an offensive rebound turns into points for San Juan right there, and they stay within 13. And now the ball was loose for a minute, but Cole Duke couldn't get to it in time. And South Sevier will continue working in the offensive end as Raiden Barney tries to go around Bo Yeomans, but Yeomans with the stuff and the stare down after Barney was laying on the ground next to the back wall pad there, and they didn't call a foul on that, I don't think.
No, and this ref is still looking at Bo Yeomans, trying to decide if she's going to call some intimidation there, some taunting or anything. But
and, of course, they inbound, and now Raiden Barney hung on the rim to save someone's life again, but the Broncos did get a block and all that. And Barney gets another dunk. And now San Juan answers as Trip Palmer hits a 19-footer. And so it's 48-35 after the dust settles a little bit here. Still a buzz in the hometown crowd after the 2 dunks from Raiden Barney. And it's kind of fun when you're capable, if you're frustrated, to not have to express that in frustration to your opposition players. You can just dunk the ball and hang on the rim. That's nice. San Juan can't score as the 2 teams trade misses. Here's a putback that rolls in off the glass from Trip Palmer, though. So an offensive rebound for San Juan that time. And the Broncos make it 48-37, an 11-point game. Man, Trip Palmer almost single-handedly tonight has 21 of San Juan's 37 points. But the Broncos trail 48-37. They've got to get some other guys going to help Trip tonight. The shooting has been very cold here in this gym tonight for San Juan.
And I would imagine that's part of the discussion in the huddle right now is probably, hey, saying, Trip is doing a great job getting in there battling against this Raiden Barney, but he can't be the only one carrying the whole team here. We got to get some people going, pass the ball, look for open shots, find a different gear here. I mean, we're down to 150 in the third period, and we can't wait till the last minute in the fourth period. It's got to be now.
Yeah, and I'm going to say you got to give credit to South Sevier. I mean, their defense has been tenacious. If San Juan has the ball, somebody is in their face wearing a white jersey, and so that's been for the duration of the night. So obviously forcing bad shots from San Juan and forcing forced shots from San Juan, and just the Broncos not getting real good looks tonight. And when they do get good looks, I think it's so shocking to them that they haven't been able to knock them down. But it is amazing. If you get hot, so you get somebody to make a basket, suddenly you can get hot. So that's what the Broncos need to happen here. It will be South Sevier basketball, though, out of this timeout with 1:50 to go in the third. And Crew Red takes the inbound pass. He'll walk it across the line. Over on the right side, Cannon Hesse, Little touch pass to Raiden Barney in the paint. He goes into the middle, throws the elbow. They let him play. He misses the shot. Rebounded by San Juan. Broncos coming the other way, but there's what I was talking about. Jagger Neves misses the layup right there. And it's rebounded by South Sevier. Now San Juan steals. Jagger Neves can't get the roll on his shot.
Jagger fighting for his life down there. He had 3 opportunities there. Certainly frustrated he couldn't hit any of, all 3 of them.
And South Sevier scores coming back the other way as Raiden Barney hands off to Cannon Hesse. An easy, uncontested layup for the junior. Hesse has 14 points in this one, and now Trip Palmer's shot is blocked cleanly. And I think in frustration he commits now it's going to be somebody else committing a foul. Yeoman's committing a foul as San Juan's shot was blocked by Trip Palmer got blocked by Raiden Barney, and now Crew Red is going to bring it across the line here with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's a 50-37 lead. This is basically where it's been. South Sevier has kept San Juan at this distance for the majority. And now the Broncos get a rebound after a missed three-point shot from Raiden Barney. And he has missed a few shots here of late, which was uncharacteristic earlier in the game. Jagger Neves will lob it up. Oh, and there's a pass intended for Trip Palmer, but he wasn't expecting it. I think he thought Yeomans was going to go up for the shot right there. And so that's an unforced error as it sails out of bounds and turns it back over to South Sevier. Crew Red will walk it across again. This will probably be the last possession of the third quarter, down to 10 seconds. And there's a touch pass they use to Raiden Barney. Just get it to him left of the bucket. He missed the shot. San Juan gets the rebound, and they throw it to Raiden Barney, who is laying down. He catches it out of bounds. And now they're going to discuss it. Raiden Barney and Bo Yeoman's getting into it, and maybe that's what San Juan wants to happen right now, is get Raiden Barney off his game. The Broncos innocently, I think, were just trying to get that ball to go out of bounds, and so I think Bo Yeoman just threw it right to Barney, and now San Juan trouble getting it in, and Cole Duke just loses the handle here at the buzzer. And South Sevier ends up getting the final shot of a weird ending to a quarter. And it's a 50-37 lead for South Sevier as we head into the final frame. We'll take a break and return for the start of the fourth quarter. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
At Red Mechanical, we believe strong communities start with strong support, and that includes cheering on our local high school athletes. We've proudly served the four corners with dependable HVAC and plumbing solutions, keeping homes and businesses comfortable season after season. From the field to your front door, we're here for you. Red Mechanical, proud supporters of high school sports and our local communities.
San Juan Building Supply in Blanding has lumber, tools, and building materials for any project. Enjoy quality products and expert advice. Call 435-678-2000 or come in and see us at 1050 South Main Street.
San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. San Juan Credit Union, your money, your future, your credit union.
Welcome back live to South Sevier High School as we get underway to start the fourth quarter, and South Sevier scores immediately. Britton Johnson, the reverse layup. He has 7 points on the night, make it a 52-37 lead now. So South Sevier up by 15. It's going to take a very special fourth quarter for the Broncos to come back in this one. Jagger Neves does a good job outweighting Raiden Barney that time to score after he missed his first shot. And the Broncos make it 52-39. San Juan trying to hang in this. But South Sevier's passing right now is impressive. Their ball movement, their feet movement. And Hesse lays it up and in, and basically uncontested after he took a nice pass from Raiden Barney. Barney sometimes no-look passes behind him, passes over his head. He does whatever it takes. He knows where guys are, and the ball movement is fun to watch for South Sevier as San Juan missing a shot, and rebound goes out of bounds in favor of the Broncos. So new shot clock for San Juan, down 54-39. As they inbound, and Baylor Nielsen will go into the paint. George McNaughton goes up with the shot, no good. Rebounded by South Sevier. Raiden Barney running the floor, missed the runner, but he is going to go to the line and shoot as he's fouled by Trip Palmer. That is Trip Palmer's second foul in the game. And Jagger Neves has been playing with 3 fouls for a long time and has done a good job in that department. Raiden Barney makes the first of the 2 foul shots. And they await the second shot. It is good. So it's 56-39. A 17-point game now. As San Juan looking to cut into the lead. There's a Cole Duke shot from the baseline, no good. And they battled for the rebound, eventually coming out of there with it is South Sevier. And bringing it across is Crew Red. He'll take a look, hand to Barney. Barney goes right side for Cannon Barney. And now back over here to Cannon Hesse. To Raiden Barney, left of the paint, just leans in. Can't get the finger roll, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back. 58-39, they stretch it to a 19-point lead. And now San Juan struggling to keep possession here, and it will be stolen by South Sevier. And they'll run it up. Here comes Hesse right around Jagger Neves. Had the shot blocked, but Raiden Barney gets his third dunk of the game. That was a blocked shot by San Juan, but an offensive rebound for South Sevier and a slam dunk for Raiden Barney, and now Trip Palmer will answer with a 7-footer from the right baseline. But man, San Juan allowed a pretty big run right there for South Sevier. I don't know how many points, but I think, well, it was a 15-point lead, and then it went up to as much as, I think, 21. So a 6-point run for South Sevier. The Broncos score. And now we get a timeout with 5:24 to go. San Juan down by 19, 60-41. High school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Brought to you in part by Colleen Kays, the author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power. Crowley Construction, dirt, roads, driveways, and more. They handle any job, big or small. Dependable Auto Repair. Count on their team of ASE certified technicians for all your auto service. Diamond Designs, offering a wide variety of quality customized products. Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kids. Four Corners Regional Care Center, a skilled nursing and rehab facility in a caring setting. Jones and DeMille Engineering, from infrastructure to quality of life. They are engineering the future of rural communities. Napa Motor Parts, get everything you need in Blanding and Monticello. And we'll stop there and say thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible as South Sevier inbounds, and the Broncos going with a full court press now to try to shake it up a little bit, and it will result in a turnover. Not until they got all the way down in the front court, but the Broncos steal it away.
I love that decision. 5 minutes left in the fourth period. Yeah, let's full court press them, man.
Yeah.
I love that coaching call.
Cole Duke misses the three here, unfortunately, and South Sevier gets the rebound. So the Broncos fell off the press a little bit. And Coach Easton Nielsen is asking his team to push it back up toward the midcourt line here. And now South Sevier finds a man open, but missing the three is Britton Johnson. It's rebounded by San Juan. And the Broncos bring it in. I mean, yeah, it's foot on the gas time now. There's no need to leave anything on the court from here on out. Here comes a three from Baylor. Nielsen rims out. And, man, the shooting is just not heated up at all tonight for San Juan. They have struggled for the entire game. 60-41 in favor of South Sevier, a 19-point lead. It has been a double-digit lead for the majority. And South Sevier has had no problem keeping San Juan at arm's length tonight. There's a bounding shot from Crew Red that does not fall. Rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos work it in. There's Trip Palmer trying to lay it up. And they're going to call Raiden Barney for a block. He is beyond shocked. He thought he had earned the charge. But instead, Trip Palmer will quietly go to the line amidst the boos of the South Sevier faithful here. I'm telling you, it's fun to come into this gym. Just like when South Sevier comes down to San Juan's gym. It's fun.
Yeah, it's always a fun environment, and it certainly is here, too. There's a lot of energy here.
There's a rivalry. There's a rivalry among all these Region 18 teams. Similar size teams, similar performance on the year, and it's a battle. Trip Palmer makes the first here. He's really been the only guy who's gotten going tonight for San Juan. And he makes both of those. That one took a while to decide if it was going to fall or not. 60-43 now, 17-point game. We're into the final 4 minutes. South Sevier breaks the San Juan press, and Crew Red will stand to the midcourt line with it. Now he'll dribble with the left hand. Cole Duke holding him at bay. He'll go right side for Britton Johnson. Now to Raiden Barney, back to Johnson. Left side to a wide open Hesse. Hits the three. He was completely unguarded over here in the left corner, and he's got 19 on the night now. By the way, Raiden Barney has 31 points in this game. And Cannon Hesse has 19. That's most of South Sevier's offense. There's a couple misses there for San Juan as Trip Palmer and George McNaughton can't score. And quickly back are the Rams. Here's a baseline drive under the bucket for Barney. I got to specify who that is. Cannon Barney, and then he found Cannon Hesse, who went to the bucket and laid it in. So some good passing, good movement again by South Sevier. And they lead by 22 points now. Here's a three out of the corner for Trip Palmer. No. Rebound by George McNaughton, and he puts it back. And that's his first points of the night. All 5 starters have now scored for San Juan. Broncos steal, and Cole Duke can't score for the Broncos, though. It's rebounded by South Sevier. The Rams work it in with 2.5 to go in the game now, up 65-45. Here's a drive into the middle for Raiden Barney. Then he kicks it out for his teammate, Britton Johnson. Missed the 3. Rebounded by San Juan. Broncos on the run lose the possession. And it's taken away by Barney. Raiden Barney will run it up and dribble on the far sideline. 2 minutes to go in a 20-point lead for South Sevier. Here's a baseline drive for Cannon Barney. Floats up the reverse layup. Try no good. San Juan takes down the loose ball. We got some kids getting ready to come in for South Sevier to close this out. You can hear the folks cheering over there. Here's a 3 on the way for Jagger Neves. Rims off. Man, I'm interested to see San Juan's shooting stats at the end of this. They have really struggled from the floor. As the starters are going to go off for South Sevier. That'll be it for the night for them with 1:38 to go. We're going to get all these guys I probably don't have on the roster coming in now.
All these underclassmen coming in. They're doing a full lineup swap here. So,
yeah, and I only got 4 guys, so I know I don't have somebody. We got, I don't have number 3. So, might have to figure. Hopefully, they won't contribute anything here, and that'll help me out. But at any rate, it is a timeout on the floor. San Juan trailing South Sevier 65-45. And looking like they're going to drop to 9-8 on the season. High school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, brought to you in part by San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. And Westcott Motors, San Juan County's source for quality, affordable vehicles, westcott-motors.com. As South Sevier inbounds, the Broncos giving these youngsters the full court press here, but they're able to break it. And now they'll get it into the middle in traffic. The ball's going to be saved from going out of bounds. And boy, they're letting them play now. They got a kid almost as tall as Raiden Barney out here at number 21. That's Kobe Hesse. And Hesse hits the 3. The sophomore, Kobe Hesse, hits the 3. And, he's he must be about, probably 6'5". And now we're down to the last minute. The crowd loves it when these kids come off the bench and hit buckets, I'll tell you. Jagger Neves tried to alley-oop Trip Palmer, but it went off the rim. So I think that's actually a missed shot. And then there's Trip Palmer going to the hole, and he gets fouled by Kobe Hesse. So the offensive rebound for San Juan. Student section here hasn't sat down all game. It's been a fun atmosphere in here. The band has been rocking. The home team has been hitting shot after shot. And the visiting team didn't really provide much of a challenge for them tonight. As Trip Palmer misses the first of the 2 foul shots. Second one is forthcoming with 51 seconds to go, and he makes it. 68-46. And the final 50 seconds here. As South Sevier runs it back across. Again, it's underclassmen in to close out this game for South Sevier. There's Kobe Hesse with an alley-oop finger roll. He's got 5. Off the bench here in these last couple minutes. And San Juan controlling in the offensive end now. Into the underneath the basket. Trip Palmer scores and a foul. He'll go to the line. I think it's on Hesse again. That is the call. So, man, this Kobe Hesse guy came out and is contributing everywhere.
It looks like they gave it to number 12.
Oh, 12, not 21.
Yeah,
okay.
They just were a little slow on the board there.
I have him, Wyatt Butler. That's exciting. I actually have him. I was going to say, Kobe Hesse comes out and gets all the points and fouls. But not this time. And Trip Palmer can't score on the foul shot. Rebounded by South Sevier, so the Rams will bring it in. And again, this is the JV squad closing this out for the Rams, who had no problem with San Juan here tonight. And here's a shot for Wyatt Butler from 3, no, and rebounded by San Juan. And the Broncos will come the other way with 1 second to go. Trip Palmer will score a 3-point basket, and that's how it will end. Nobody guarded him. He went down and hit the 3, so that's going to make it look a little bit prettier than it was. It was a 19-point game instead of a 22-point game. But 22 would have probably described the game a little bit better as far as how it went tonight. 70-51 is the final. We'll take a break and return to South Sevier High School with some final game stats. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Diamond Propane in Blanding, Utah is the only locally owned and operated propane dealer in San Juan County. Call Chas Jacobson today at 435-678-2010 to fill your tank. Diamond Propane is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Red Sands Geomatics delivers professional land surveying and mapping services, accurate, responsive, and fairly priced. Now serving the Four Corners area. Call or text Tyler at 435-459-2215 or visit redsandsgeomatics.com for a free quote.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers adults with technical, business, and college skills to join the workforce. Earn a high school diploma or GED. Visit a USU Learning Center or email gina.grover@sjsd.org to learn more. For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Welcome back live to South Sevier High School in Monroe. It is the High School Hoops post-game show on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. And now that the game is done and the band is done, I can actually hear myself think and speak. And we'll have some final game stats for you. And I will just say it was pretty ugly from the start for the San Juan Broncos this evening as they lose it to the South Sevier Rams 70-51. Broncos fall to 9-8 on the season, so one game above 500 now. And with this win, South Sevier improves to 11-6, and so a couple teams going in a couple different directions here tonight. And we'll take a look at these final game stats, and they'll probably tell us the story tonight, especially the shooting stats. San Juan ended the night under 30%, 29.7. South Sevier was 52%, so they fell off a little bit, but they shot above 50% for the game from the field, 26 of 50. The Broncos hitting only 19 field goals tonight. They were 19 of 64, and so that's not going to get it done, obviously. From two-point range, 14 of 47 for also under 30%, 29.8. It was 5 of 17 from beyond the arc for 29%. South Sevier was 6 of 16 for 38% from beyond the arc. From two-point range, South Sevier 59%, 20 of 34. Free throw line, San Juan 8 of 11 for 73%. South Sevier was 12 of 14 for 86%. And rebounds exactly even, according to my iPad, which is totally unofficial. 32 rebounds for each team. San Juan with 16 offensive boards and South Sevier with just 4. And the interesting thing is, a lot of times that'll tell you that one team isn't giving themselves second chance opportunities, but in this case, South Sevier's shooting was so strong they did not need second chance opportunities, so that was the gist in that stat. Turnovers, 11 for South Sevier, 10 for San Juan, so the Broncos won that department slightly. Block shots, 2 for San Juan, 1 for South Sevier. Steals, 8 for San Juan and 6 for South Sevier. Again, my first and second quarter scoring was incorrect, so I won't necessarily mention that, but South Sevier, I believe, outscored San Juan in all 4 quarters. Definitely in the second half, 17-13 in the third and 20-14 in the fourth. And so the Rams dominated from start to finish in this thing. Leading scorer tonight, not surprisingly, Raiden Barney with 31 points. But, man, Cannon Hesse had 21, so he wasn't too far behind. From there, it drops off pretty impressively. 7-point night for Britton Johnson, 5 each for Kobe Hesse and Crew Red. Hesse came off the bench with the underclassmen at the end of the game to score those 5 points. And Cannon Barney rounds it out with 1 point tonight. 6 3-point baskets for the Rams, 3 for Cannon Hesse, and then 1 each for Crew Red, Britton Johnson, and Kobe Hesse. Let's see. For San Juan, Trip Palmer. Hey, guys. Trip Palmer quietly with that 3-pointer matched Raiden Barney tonight with 31 points. So that might be a career high for Trip Palmer. I don't know. I don't have any way to confirm that, but that's a pretty impressive tally for Trip Palmer as well. But unfortunately, he's the only guy for San Juan who really scored a whole lot tonight. So
yeah, good for Trip to match that score, but just couldn't get anyone else firing with him.
Yeah, from there it falls off. Baylor Nielsen had 6. Bo Yeomans had 4, and he came off the bench for San Juan. Cole Duke and Jagger Neves both got 3 apiece. And then it was a 2-point night for George McNaughton and Cash Palmer. So the offense just wasn't there tonight for San Juan, but they did score 5 3-pointers, 2 for Baylor Nielsen, 2 for Trip Palmer, and one of them right there at the buzzer, by the way, and then 1 for Cole Duke. So those were the 3-point buckets, and that'll do it for the stats, the unofficial stats tonight. We're up here in the balcony, and so I don't know that Easton is going to come up and chat with us after this one. They might be spending some time in the locker room after this one before they hit the showers and then hit the bus, and so I don't see him coming out. He would normally already be out. So I think at this point we'll probably just close it down, and our next broadcast for San Juan, I'm going to have to take a look at it here. We are going to be back home against Whitehorse on the 20th. That's going to be on Tuesday. So the boys will be hosting, let's see. Yes, the boys will be hosting Whitehorse on Tuesday. That'll be an interesting matchup between local rivals, switching, kind of have a crossover between the 2A and the 1A. And so that'll be our next broadcast with the San Juan boys. Unfortunately, that night the girls will be at Whitehorse. And so not sure why they're not doing the double dip that night, but we will be broadcasting the boys in Blanding while the girls play in Montezuma Creek. So that is next on the docket. Also that night there's a doubleheader with Dove Creek at Monticello. So that's going to be a fun couple matchups as well. All of that will be on StreamUtah.Live. I'm guessing the Monticello girls game will begin our night that night, similar to tonight on the radio as well. And then the boys game will take over versus Whitehorse. And I'm not sure the status on that Montezuma matchup at Whitehorse tonight. The boys may still be playing. If so, I might try to get them back on the radio to close the night. I'll have to check in and see how that's going as we do the close here. But we are going to go ahead and close it out from South Sevier High School in Monroe. Again, it's the 70-51 final. Thanks to all involved tonight, all the sponsors. We will thank you one final time by name, all the listeners and the viewers. Thanks to Caleb Carr and Cortland Lyman running it here on the StreamUtah.Live side on the video. Thank you guys again for another great production. We'll see you next Tuesday on the San Juan side of things when they host the Whitehorse Raiders in Blanding. Until then, on behalf of Cortland Lyman, it's Rhett Sifford saying so long from the South Sevier High School balcony. Have a great rest of your Friday night, high school sports fans.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, San Juan Building Supply, Blue Mountain Foods, Bradford Tire, Desert Rivers Credit Union, San Juan School District Adult Education, Diamond Propane, Colleen K's, Four Corners Homes, San Juan Counseling, Holiday Construction, San Juan Health, Crowley Construction, Northern Electric, San Juan Insurance, Dependable Auto Repair, Precision Rehab, Red Mechanical, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Diamond Designs, Blue Mountain Hospital, Energy Fuels, San Juan Public Health, Emory Telcom, Red's Ace Hardware, Canyonlands Tire, Empire Electric, Flights Gymnastics, Utah Navajo Health System, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Pharmacy, Four Corners Regional Care Center, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Napa Motor Parts, San Juan Credit Union, Primary Residential Mortgage, and Westcott Motors. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.